Hello and welcome to today's Open Heavens devotion, written by our Father in the Lord, Pastor Adeboye. Today's Sunday, the 17th of March 2024. Topic: Remembered for what? Memory verse: The memory of the just is blessed, but the name of the wicked shall rot. Proverbs 10:7. Our Bible reading is from Acts 9:36-42. 36 Now there was at Joppa a certain disciple named Tabitha, which by interpretation is called Dorcas. This woman was full of good works and alms deeds which she did. 37 And it came to pass in those days, that she was sick, and died, whom when they had washed, they laid her in an upper chamber. 38 And Pharasmic as Lydda was nigh to Joppa, and the disciples had heard that Peter was there. They sent unto him to men, desiring him that he would not delay to come to them. 39 Then Peter rose, and went with them. When he was come, they brought him into the upper chamber, and all the widows stood by him weeping, and shewing the coats and garments which Dorcas made, while she was with them. 40 But Peter put them all forth, and kneeled down, and prayed, and turning him to the body said, Tabitha, rise. And she opened her eyes, and when she saw Peter, she sat up. 41 And he gave her his hand, and lifted her up, and when he had called the saints and widows, presented her alive. 42 And it was known throughout all Joppa, and many believed in the Lord. The message: knowing fully well that there is a time to be born and a time to die, we ought to be thankful to God for each day that He gives us life. I, however, have a question I will like you to answer sincerely. What will people remember you for after you've left the earth? Another question which I consider even more important than the initial one is, when your time is up on earth, what account will you give to God of how you spent your life? Hebrews 9:2-7 says, And as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this the judgment. In other words, death is not the end of our existence, but rather a transition to another state. One way our lives carry on after death is through the things we are remembered for. There are those whose remembrance brings gladness and joy, while the remembrance of some others brings bitterness and sorrowful memories. One woman who was remembered for good after she died was Dorcas. She was one of the early believers in our Lord, and she lived a good life of service and righteousness. This is the testimony of her life as written in Acts 9:36. This woman was full of good works and alms deeds which she did. A lesson here for us is that our good works play a great role in showing our faith and commitment to God. Speaking on this, James 2:15-17 says, If a brother or sister be naked, and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, Depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doth it profit? Even so faith, if it have not works, is dead, being alone. The gospel of Jesus must find practical expression in your life through your good works. The testimony of the brethren concerning Dorcas confirms this. She was so full of good works that the church found it difficult to accept her demise, and so she was brought back to life. Psalms 112:5-6 says, A good man showeth favor, and lendeth. He will guide his affairs with discretion. Surely he shall not be moved forever. The righteous shall be in everlasting remembrance. Beloved, what good deeds will people remember you for? Think about this and remember the words of today's memory verse. Action point: seize every opportunity that God brings your way to do good to all men. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow, go and win with Jesus. God bless you.